Yo, what is going on, everybody? I am Canada's Own, and today we're doing something a little bit different. We're taking a step away from the regular team rebuilds, and we're rebuilding a random team here through a fantasy draft with just a single position. And that position today, while we randomly select our team, we're running with the Bulls today, is going to be the point guard position. We are going to be building a team through the fantasy draft. We don't get to draft anything. I'm curious where our pick is. So we get what? What is that? Pick 11? That's not bad. We could end up with a guy like Steph Curry, which would be the best case scenario. Tyrese Halliburton, great scenario. Cade, Ja, Devin Booker, all fantastic guys you would love to have with the first overall pick. So I'm going to go here. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I'm going to simulate the draft. I'm not looking. I have no idea who we were able to get there. I know Jalen Brunson went right before us. And what I'm going to do is obviously my GM, whoever makes these picks or anything, is not going to get to choose or isn't going to be following my guidelines and picking just point guards for me. So our roster is going to be full of guys who play the 1 through the 5. And because of that, we're going to have to go through and make a ton of trades to get this roster set up. So let's take a look. We do get Steph. We have Kevin Porter Jr. Only 2 point guards, though. Kobe White is there. That's a good trade piece. Quentin Grimes is a good trade piece. Jace Richardson is a good trade piece. Jeremy Grant, I guess, could match salary, but that's not my favorite pick in the world. I would assume he was a younger guy. Guy Santos, not my favorite pick. Miles Bridges could get me some trade bait. Nick Batum is a solid wing. Justin Champagne's a solid wing. Miles Turner could get me some trade value. Same thing with Clint Capella. DeAndre Jordan's not going to help me too much. But I'm curious, in free agency, who is actually available? Not a lot of guys. Not a lot of rotational guys either. Now, what I won't be doing is trading for players and changing their position or anything. Like, these guys have had to have played the point guard position. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to be able to go out and get Giannis because he brings the ball up the floor. But a guy like Ben Simmons, who has a position that changes basically every single 2K cycle, he counts as a point guard because that's what he started as. But like I said, guys who just bring the ball up the floor, they do not count. So we're going to go around, and I'm basically going to look at every single... Okay, well, Steph I would love to keep. Steph is like the perfect guy for us. But if we look at everybody's trade value here, we've got some pretty valuable pieces. Jeremy Grant I would love to get rid of as soon as possible. Kevin Porter Jr. is what, 6'4"? So we've got some good pieces. Question is who do we think... Because our first trade is probably going to have to be a big one. Like, we're going to need a guy who can come in and be like a dog for us on the perimeter. Alrighty. First trade is here. Obviously, we're going to try and pick up Tyrese Halliburton. If I could get Tyrese Halliburton, I think that would be a great pickup, but it's not looking like we're going to be able to. If we subtract Kobe Brown here, we go with a 4th first rounder instead. Does that get it done? It doesn't. Who else do we have making money here? Like, I have Miles Bridges who I could give up instead of Jeremy Grant. And we would take $7 million too much, though. Is this a deal where we use Kobe White? And we go like this. And we do four picks? Oh, man. Okay. So Reese was my number 1 on my target list. So I guess we go to Ja Morant, I think would be my number 2. It's either him or Devin Booker. So I guess Ja's a 91. What is Book? Book's a 91. Who do we think is better? I think we try Devin Booker because he, what's it called? He's taller. Let's find Clint Capella's money. Okay, that's fine. Give me back your cheapest player. Christian Coloco has to have 1 star. Yeah. Okay. Obviously, you want to try and get the deal done without picks, but it's Devin Booker, so it's going to cost picks. That's the wrong one. Oh! That was it? Okay. Interesting. What? I didn't expect us to be able to get that done. So I guess we can go try for Ja Morant. So we now have Devin Booker on the roster. We're definitely going to run out of money at some point, so we also have to consider that. That's $36 million. Okay, we're over 40. Not James Harden. Actually, wait. Maybe James Harden would be a good pickup. But let's try Ja Morant, obviously. Josh Giddey is also a good one. He's 6'8". It doesn't have his extension. Oh, my God. The Heat would acquire $1 million too much. Who's your worst guy? AJ Lawson's got to have... Amir Coffey have less value? No, they're both 1.5 stars, so I guess I'm kind of cooked either way here. Carlo Matkovic has 1.5. You're telling me... I can get Josh Giddey here. I know I can get Josh Giddey. Oh, yeah, I can't give you another player, but I can give you 2 second-round picks. I'd love to get this done like this. So if I added, let's think, low salary, Jace Richardson. They take on $1 million too much. We can work with that. How much money would they take on? $5 million too much. Who do you have here? Ace Bailey, of course. I'll take Kyle Anderson. He's got low value. Oh! So we got Steph, Devin Booker, and Josh Giddey. And Josh Giddey's contract not being correct, shout out 2K for the bad roster update. That helps us immensely because we still have Miles Turner's money and Jeremy Grant's money. Like, we can go out and still get a guy, like a real guy. But what I would love to do is find Ben Simmons. Why is Ben Simmons making $11 million? I'll give you Kyle Anderson. Okay, the seconds have got to get... Yes! Okay, maybe the Kyle Anderson deal was a good idea. Now we go talk to the Lakers because we've rattled off quite a number of trades here that... Got to make sure the roster is actually full. So let's talk to the Lakers. We've got... Where's Jeremy Grant? There he is. Jeremy Grant and Kevin Porter. If I could get this done with this pick and maybe a second... Okay, let's try. Justin Champagnie. They have too many players. Give me Torrey Craig. Oh, I'll give you another pick, I guess. Does a second rounder get it done? Does not move the needle, unfortunately. I feel like Nick Batum. He doesn't have more value. Damn. Who has more value there? Nobody, it looks like. Unless they really like DeLon Wright. They don't. I'll give you another first. Oh, come on. Holy crap. There are point guards that are still available. I would like to find another tall point guard. There's only 6, and we have 3 of them. Delano Banton is 6'8", and Yegor Demon is 6'9". Let's trade finder all of our Buns point guards that we signed, like DeLon Wright, and see if we can get any sort of draft comp. Like a 2-for-1 here for a second rounder, I'm okay with that. Then we go in and we do the same thing. We take Javon Carter and Markelle Fultz. Somebody's got to have something. Like Gershon Yabusele is actually a pretty good pickup because it's $5 million, so it's tradable salary. Gabe Vincent now, and DeAndre Jordan's got to fetch me anything higher. Oh, Delano Banton's there. I can do this without the second round pick. Come on. Yeah, exactly. Sacramento. So Yegor Demon would be good, and Anthony Black would be great. So those 2 would be our next 2 targets. So I guess we go talk to the Bucks again about... I passed the Bucks. About Anthony Black. Yeah, let's talk to them about Anthony Black. We say, hey, we've got... like nothing. We've got Gershon Yabusele, who is 2-star value, and Guy Santos, who is 1.5 stars. They need to give us somebody back. We will take Bryce McGowan's. We would acquire $500K too much. That's where City Sissoko comes in. And then you give me... Okay, hold on. I have 2 second-round picks to add to the mix. Why do I feel like it's attainable? I feel like it's there. I feel like it's there, man. Nick Batum is more valuable than Guy Santos. No, he's not. Okay, so I think what we do is we take... Not Miles Turner. We take a guy like Guy Santos and hope that somebody's willing to give us a first or anything, really. Maybe not. We might be cooked. Guy Santos and City Sissoko, maybe? Does that give me more value? Gets me Scottie Pippen, who's a good defender. I know you guys aren't trying to get me on this. Is there a world where... Okay, let's just take the pick. Let's get the value of Scottie Pippen here. Now you're not interested. Idiots. So now, with Scottie Pippen, that's Steph, Devin Booker, LaMelo, Josh Giddey, Ben Simmons. That's your starting 5. Scottie could be your backup 1. Delano Banton's your backup 5. We need a 2 guard, a 3, and a power forward. All right, let's see what Miles Turner in the trade finder gets us, because it might not be working for... It gets us Freddie. It gets us Darius Garland. I don't want to give you Ben Simmons, though. I also don't want Ryan Rollins. DeJounte Murray is low-key crazy. DeJounte's a really good... That's my shooting guard off the bench, if we did that. Who else is available? Because that is a really, really, really good trade to get DeJounte Murray there. Because, again, his Achilles is in one piece now. 2 point guards here with... Ooh. Why do I feel like that's bad value? That feels like an overpay. What if I gave you Nick Batum and also Gershon Yabusele? We would need a player. Who's your worst guy? Why is Killian Hayes making $8 million? You want Josh Giddey? Give me Day'Ron Sharpe. I'm not doing that. I have seconds. I cannot do the Josh Giddey for Day'Ron Sharpe. You have to have something here. It's just Miles that we have. What if we gave them Scottie Pippen? Let's just go sign a player real quick, and then we go back and talk to them. Contracts, free agency. Show me point guards. Aaron Holiday. Join the squad. If I took Aaron Holiday, there's got to be somebody to give me a second rounder. I don't want to give away a second rounder. I just want a second rounder. Would anyone be willing to donate me? That might be what we needed. That might have been what we needed. And I am willing to give you... Who was I willing to give them again? Oh, it was Jamison Battle who they wanted. Oh my god. So now we have Steph, Book, LaMelo. Okay, I need to look at this in an actual rotation because it's killing my brain. So we're going to go like 32 to the starters, we'll call it. We're not playing Miles. Give Delano Banton that for a second. Ben's going to play the 5. We're going to run LaMelo at the 3, Giddey at the 4. 30 to everybody. Let's try this for now. And then we go, Delano is not going to get that many minutes, but he's going to get like 18. Ty Jerome get 20. Isaiah Collier's how tall? 6'3", Ty Jerome 6'5". Delano's 6'8". So let's go in order of height off the bench here. 6'8", 6'5", 6'3". Alfred's tall, but he's not going to play. Scottie's 6'1". So we have Miles Turner's money still to turn into an actual tall point guard for me. Or just any point guard, if we're being honest. Oops. So we have 6'8", 6'5", 6'3", 6'1". I could use Miles to get me another guard. I would love a taller guard, but if Anthony Black is unattainable, then I guess so be it. They would take on 15 too much. Malik Monk's a 2 now. You want Isaiah Collier? Wow, that is fascinating to me. I'm trading Freddie because 25 million has to be able to get me something. Somebody, somewhere. And Fernie Simons can score with the best of them. This has got to be it. This has got to be the one. Drew Holiday, a freakishly good defender on my perimeter. That's exactly what I need. And Fernie Simons can score way, way better, like miles better. But I need the defense. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We need to sign a couple guys in free agency. Let's go pick up some more point guards, like a Patty Mills. Who doesn't love Patty Mills? Not Vasilij Micic. Is there any taller point guards in free agency? Pat Spencer's there. Jeffrey Downton is there. Let's just pick up Corey Joe, former Raptor. There we go. Okay. So I go in here. We look at Steph's got to play 33, Book, LaMelo, Josh Giddey, Ben Simmons can play 28. I don't want him to get tired. Delano Banton can play 20. Ty Jerome can play 20. And then we take Anthony Black, who's... Okay, so let's do this. So it goes point guard through center here. 6'3", 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", 6'10". Beautiful. 6'8", 6'5". So we've got 6'8", 6'7". That's my power forward. There's my small forward. Then we take Drew Holiday. And, do we try and trade for somebody else? We take Drew Holiday. There's your 9-man rotation. Drew would be my 2, and we'd run 9 guys here. Or we look to trade. We look to propose a trade to somebody. We go, yo, we need somebody. And we take, okay, maybe not Patty Mills. That value's a little low. We take Javon Carter. And we take Jordan McLaughlin. And we take Elfrid Payton. Boom. And we take Corey Joe, who are all 1.5 stars, not James Harden. And we look for anybody. Tyus Jones could be that guy. Jordan Goodwin's a little too good to join this team right now. Quentin Post, less value. Damn. Larry Nance has got to have low value. I feel like Josh Okogie should be lower value. Oh. And I have nothing. Oh. 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 Oh my God. Okay. Holy crap. Okay, hold on now. Hold on now. So we've got to go out and we've got to, obviously we have to get rid of Larry Nance and Josh Okogie. But we'll cross that bridge in a second. Let's trade finder our guys like Larry Nance. Anybody want to give me a second-round pick? A first and a second from OKC. Are you kidding me? Where was that earlier? Josh Okogie. There's Trey Jones is there and a second all day. What? 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 Is there anybody here who we think we could upgrade? Drew Holiday and a first-round pick, I feel like could get me something even better. If there's an elite point guard, I feel like we might have to pull the trigger. It doesn't look like it, unfortunately. There's not one. So instead of Drew Holiday, let's look at a guy like Anthony Black. Could that fetch me somebody? Miles Turner. Bub Carrington's a 2. Scoot Henderson is there. Keontae George is there. He sims pretty well, but efficiency isn't my favorite. And they're the same. What's Keontae? And he's shorter. Jordan Poole's 6'4". Yeah, so we're pretty slim. I would argue we probably have some of the best available point guards in general on the roster. Yeah, we're not going to be able to make any more upgrades, I don't think. So let's sign another point guard. Go in here, we'll pick up Reggie Jackson on a 1. And we'll pick up Jalen Pickett also on a 1. There you go. Rotation is now set. 13 guys. Zone usage. Yeah, we'll keep it low. Bench utilization, 40 is fine. Run plays, 75. Help defense. Honestly, we might have to be a pretty switchable team. Feed the post. Are we dead ass, Billy? Play through star, shoot at will. Some crash. Is there a way to limit transition? Limit perimeter shots. Play conservative defense. Crash defensive glass. Absolutely. Get shooters open. Is there a way to find a better coach? This is where I might have to cheese it a little bit. View candidates, and we might have to pick up a Michael Stauffer. That's what we're going to do. We're going to fire Billy Donovan, unfortunately for him. But I need the coach. I need the coach here. Coach, settings, is it? No, that's not it. How do I edit his... No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Coach game plan. That's not it. How do I edit his coaching style? System proficiency, that's what it is. Pace and space is pretty good. So our system proficiency low-key sucks because Ben Simmons is at the 5. But what do we think? We win our first game. Who do we beat? We beat Wemby. Wemby had his way with us. And De'Aaron Fox. And Brandon Ingram. Like, that is a tall team. Wemby's 7'3". BI is 6'8". Christian Brown is 6'6". Keyshawn George is 6'8". DFS is 6'7". Like, that's a tall team. And they got Lonzo, who's 6'6". Chris Middleton's 6'7". That's a tall team. And we kicked their ass. We beat them by almost 20. Book gave them 30. LaMelo, Steph, Josh Giddey. I think we're a really good team, dude. I think we're so good. Let's see how the next 2 weeks go. Turning off CPU trade offers. Ah, damn. How tall are the Magic? Franz had his freaking way with us, dude. That's the concern. Like, tall players are going to whoop us. Donovan Mitchell has a good game, but it didn't matter because we beat him. Tall teams can be dangerous. Like, Kuz having 24 points on good efficiency is dangerous for us. Let's see the Knicks. That's James Harden. Or no, that's Ja Morant. Ja had a really big game. Jordan Poole was there. Chalk that one up to what I think was just the better team, or a team had a better game. Let's see another couple games. We can beat the Knicks. I got to fill out the roster again. I got to sign another guard. I don't want Bones Highland on my team. Let's pick up Jay Rich. Why not? Let's sim past the Philly game. Still the same roster, right? Okay, 14 guys. We kicked the hell out of Philly. We win by 30. That was James Harden. They've got Patrick Williams, Donovan Clean. Like, that's a big team down low. James is averaging 33. So who are our stat leaders? It's got to be Steph and Devin Booker, obviously. Yeah, it's Book, Steph, LaMelo, Josh, Ty Jerome off the bench, Tyus Jones off the bench, Delano. Ben is averaging 6, 6, and 5. That's okay. Who's our rebound leader? Josh Giddey's averaging 8. Ben's averaging 6. 5 for LaMelo, 4 for Steph, 3 for Book. 6 assists for Josh Giddey's pretty good. 5 for Ben, 5 for Steph, 4.5 for Anthony Black. Defense is good. Drew Holiday's a clamp artist. Ben Simmons is clamping. We got 5 guys averaging almost a steal. 6, 7 guys averaging almost a steal. Blocks, you got Josh Giddey's averaging over a block a game. Ben, I feel like, should get there, but I mean, he's 6'10", guarding guys who are 7 foot or north of that. So we're going to get simulating. We'll stop at the trade deadline as a mini update, see how good we are. But until then, I will see you guys at the trade deadline. I won't be making any moves until I see you guys again, so I will see you in just a second. Alrighty, as you guys can see, we've passed the trade deadline. There were no trades for me to make. I didn't want to make any because this team started to win some games. There's only been a few teams who have given us real trouble. We've lost most of our games against the Knicks this year as we beat them, and as we beat Cleveland in the middle of March. We lost most of our games to Cleveland because they have that guy. And who else was it? Now I forget. It was all Eastern Conference teams who gave us trouble, which is a little concerning considering we are an Eastern Conference team. D'Lo averages 21 a game off the bench in Portland. What on earth? Most improved is Scoot. Trey's your clutch player of the year. That'll definitely keep you off the bench. The Knicks go 56 and 26, get coach of the year. We get executive of the year going 54 and 28. But yeah, it was the Knicks. It was the Cavs. The Pistons didn't give us much trouble. Did we get any All-NBA members? Not on first team. Not on second team. Or on third team somehow. Interesting. Okay. Defensive teams, do we get anybody? Nobody. Okay. We had no rookies. Well, that's a little rude. I think the 3 seed out east behind the Raptors, who I can't remember how good we were against them, and the Knicks. The Raptors go 57 and 25. Who do they have? Oh, this is Cade and them. Yeah, it's Cade, Dyson Daniels. That's a really good backcourt. Lowry up the middle with Keegan Murray, Mitchell Robinson in the post. Yeah, it's a really deep team. Really good role players, too. The Knicks was Ja, Stephon Castle. That's a great... Oh my God, that's such a well-designed team. Holy crap. So for the season, I'm curious, who were the leaders? Who led the boys? Book was 20 a game, 3.5 and 4.5. 17.5, 5 and 6 for LaMelo. Steph was 17, 4 and 4.5. 16, 9 and 6.5 for Josh Giddey. I'll give him 10, 6.5 and 6 almost for Ben. 9, 2.5 and 2.5 for Delano. Ty Jerome was 8.5, 2.5 and 2.5. 8, 2.5 and 3 for Anthony Black. 7, 1.5 and 3 for Tyus. And Drew Holiday was 6, 3.5 and 3. So against the Bucks in round number 1, it's Isaiah Collier, Anthony Edwards, Paul George, Jimmy Butler, Jared Allen. That's a really good team, especially up front. Anthony Edwards makes life hell in the backcourt. We lose the first in Milwaukee by 5. See game 2. Okay, we split. We go up 2-1. We go up 3-1. We lose game 5. And we win in 6. Okay. And Brooklyn upset New York. Oh my God, that's a blessing. Kyrie, Desmond Bane, Devin Vassell, Dean Wade, Kristaps. Kristaps is going to give us hell, but we have the offense. We have the offense. Game 1, we win. We win game 2. We're in Brooklyn. We win game 3. Oh my God, we're through. And we get the Raptors. It's Cade. It's Cade and them. Cade, Lowry, Dyson Daniels. LaMelo is still, believe it or not, 6 inches shorter than Lowry. Because Lowry's 7 foot freaking tall. Damn. Okay. Maybe this is one where we put Ben Simmons on Lowry Markkinen. I don't know. I think let's look at what we've done through the playoffs, through the first few series here. Devin Booker's your leader. Nobody is inefficient except for Ty Jerome and Tyus Jones, unfortunately. How's he been? Oh my God, he's terrible. Ty Jerome is terrible. Delano Banton isn't very good either. Drew Holiday, I don't mind if he's not hitting his threes. I just need him to clamp up. And he's scoring the ball, and literally identical stats to the regular season. He actually flipped his rebounds with his assists and swapped those. So let's go in the coach game plan. Ty Jerome is going to lose some minutes. Anthony Black's been good. Oh my God, he's been great. Tyus Jones is definitely losing minutes. Let's get Anthony Black up. Delano Banton's arguably been better than each of these guys, so we'll give him 14. I got 5 to give. I think we go like this. And we give that extra minute to Drew Holiday. We're still going to run the 10-man rotation. LA and Dallas on the other side. Oh, wait, cancel. I don't want to see that. So let's just simulate a game here. We lose the first in Toronto. Oh, my God. We got worked. Cade and Lowry ate our freaking lunch. Oh, game 2. We win. We split in Toronto. That's big. That's big. Steph has a huge game. Ben Simmons, I don't care if you score another basket the rest of your life. I need you on defense, bro. But 21, 12, and 6 for Ben is crazy. Who had a bad game? Drew Holiday, I guess, but I'll trade 2 blocks for 4 missed layups all day. Oh my God, he missed 3 threes. Never mind. Not cool, Drew. Tyus barely played. Delano was great in his minutes. Ty was great. Anthony was great. Josh Giddey was great. Everybody else was fine. Devin Booker just under 50%, but I will take that with 9 assists. What does Dallas look like? I got to see what is it? Dallas and LA on the other side there. You see the Clippers. TJ McConnell, Austin Reeves, LeBron, Aaron Gordon, Onyeka, Anthony Simons. This is not a very good basketball team. Interesting. That's weird. That is weird. And then Dallas is who? Marcus Smart, Malik Beasley, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, and Cat. So you have the freaking Minnesota Timberknicks on this team. And Isaiah Hartenstein, who's a former Knick. Harrison Barnes is there, Sadiq Bey, Brandon Williams, Russ off the bench. Like, it's a good team, but the front court is great. But, like, Marcus Smart cannot be your starting point guard on a championship team. Game 3 now. We're in Chicago. Oh, we drop it. This is what I'm worried about. We can't. Cade is scary, man. I'm going to put Devin at the 1. Let's go up. Giddey's been what? 50, 31, 56, 39. 3 there, 32 there. Do we go like that? Do we keep the 10-man rotation, or we just, you know what, we're taking Tyus out? I need the minutes. I need Steph and Devin Booker on the floor even more. Let's go like this. Go like that, and go like that. 9-man rotation now. Why was it at an 11, Michael? Game 4 in Chicago. We lose. Oh, by 13. Steph gave him 30. But Lowry, dude, it's Lowry. He's killing us. Game 4 or 5. And we lose in the conference finals. Damn. 33. Yeah, it's Cade, man. And now, mind you, there's no reason the Raptors should lose this series. They win the first. They win the second. They win the third. They lose game 4. But yeah, they win in 5. Cade and them. Cade and them was way better than every other team. Cade and Dyson Daniels backcourt with Lowry Markkinen shooting up the middle is nasty. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Keldon Johnson, Mitchell Robinson, and Keegan Murray. Like, those are elite role players to have. Arguably some of the best role players in basketball all on the same team. So that team was legit. So we went 54-28 in the regular season. Of the games we played, let's see our overall record. So we went 63-34. And how many games is that? In 97 games, we went 63-34. That's pretty damn good. The whole team, I think we did a really good job. I challenge anybody watching this. Build your best point guard team possible They have to be point guards. They cannot be other guy. They can't be listed as any other position. 2K determines who your point guards are. You have to build point guards. I challenge you, build a 10-man rotation of point guards. Comment who you put, or even comment. Just build it in your head. Imagination. Build a team that you think would be better than mine. I'm very happy with how this challenge went. It was a lot of fun. I like doing these different challenges. We're going to have to do a shooting guard, a small forward, a power forward, and a center video coming up at some point. These will break up the rebuilds a little bit. So I hope you guys enjoyed, because that was really fun for me. That wasn't recommended by anybody. It was just off the dome. I've seen other people do it before. I've seen Kenny do it with KOT4Q. I've seen Six Rings of Steel do it with Matt. Those guys do it. And those guys are the inspiration behind, the channel, but those challenges and stuff as well. So shout out to those guys, obviously, for being so creative. And with that being said, that is going to do it for this one. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe while you're here. Remember, I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. PST, shorts daily at 5:30 p.m. PST, and I stream every Wednesday and Saturday. On the screen right now is a video YouTube thinks you guys should check out. Feel free to do so if you are interested, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!